Hey everyone, it's Aaron and welcome back to the House of Aaron. Welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. I'm super excited to be with you guys on this Wednesday night. Y'all, we have a lot to go over. We have a lot to talk about. Of course, this video is going to be all about Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 13T because y'all, every day we get something new and I have to give it to you guys. All right, so today, Eva Marcille, okay, she did a speak on it with Candy. Now, I'm not going to do what I did in all my other videos where I put a bunch of clips in there so you guys can see because that speak on it was too damn long and it really, okay, honestly, wasn't all that. But I'm gonna just give you the juiciest parts on what Eva had to say about Porsha, Nene, and the real reason, okay, the real reason why she quit the show. Also, Miss Cynthia Bailey is clapping back at all the Real Housewives of Atlanta fans, the bloggers, and the naysayers, okay? She says she's sick. Okay, 50 Cent says she's sick of y'all calling her boring. And then y'all, okay, listen, okay, come close. We have some tea on Miss Latoya Ali. Y'all, they out here exposing her ass before she can even make her debut on the show. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. And let's get straight into the video. Okay, guys, so let's just get straight into it. Okay, y'all, we have so much to cover. So, of course, like I said, Eva Marcille did a speak on it with Miss Candy Burrs. And, you know, it was nice to see Eva on the show. You know, Eva, she is what you would call a sunflower, okay? She likes to shine. She does not like to throw the shade, even though she throws shade constantly and then forgets. But you know what? That's okay. They call that amnesia. You can go see a doctor for that. With that being said, what I gathered from the whole speak on it is that pretty much Eva is still going to be on the show. Okay, that's just my personal opinion. That's what I gathered because it seems like her and Candy have been spending an exponential amount of time together since, I guess, the latter end of this global pandemic. And it seems like she's already been in a couple of scenes with Candy for Real Housewives of Atlanta. So I'm just assuming that Bravo is going to pay her, you know, a guest appearance fee and she's going to show up from time to time because the alliance, y'all, okay, the alliance is not letting Miss Eva go, okay? They want her to stay put on where her ass is at, okay? You heard Candy herself, who's the leader of the alliance. She said, I don't want Eva to go nowhere, okay? Eva needs to stay her ass right here, and that's exactly what Eva is gonna do. She's gonna stay her ass on the show. So I definitely think, okay, we're gonna be seeing a lot of Eva being a guest, I guess a friend of, on season 13. But let's really get into the rooter to the tutor. Okay, she spoke on the real reason why she left the show, and she basically cited kind of what she said a month ago when she was like, you know, it's a lot going on in this world, and basically I'm an activist, I'm an advocate for the community, meaning the Black community, and she doesn't see how her image and reputation on the show is going to match up with her image that she portrays in real life in regards to her being an advocate for the Black community and being a voice for the people, particularly on the Ricky Smiley morning show based out of Atlanta, Georgia, okay? With that being said, that's cute and that's dandy and all, but something about that just does not sit right to me, okay? Something about that, because you know what? She also mentioned that she did not get fired, okay? She said that they asked her back and she declined, which I do believe. I believe Bravo asked you to be a friend of the show and you said that that wasn't good enough for you, and so you gracefully bowed out and said that it was due to the state of the world. I do believe that that is partly true, but Eva, I also believe that your ego was bruised a little bit, that they didn't ask you back for a full-time role, and so you said, bitch, what? Okay, and chuck the deuces. Let's get to the meat and potatoes. Let's talk about Nene and Porsha. So, Candy, of course, asked about Porsha. In a nutshell, Eva still don't see it for Porsha, okay? She don't see it for Porsha. She don't like Porsha. She don't fuck with Porsha. But here's the silver lining. She did give Porsha her props when it comes to her being at the rallies, being at the marches, justice for Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, you know, living that legacy that Hosea Williams laid out for her and her family. And so she did give Porsha her props for being a voice for the people, because out of all the housewives, in my humble opinion, Porsha to me has really stood out there on the front lines, to voice the concerns of the black community, and we can all appreciate that. Okay, the girl just went to jail, for God's sake. Okay, she went to jail. She had to quarantine for 14 days because God knows what that girl could have picked up. Eva definitely gave Miss Porsha her props, but she said she still doesn't see it for Porsha, and she doesn't understand why Porsha created Mount Everest out of a molehill. Is that the saying? An anthill, a molehill? I don't even know. But y'all know what I'm saying. She just thought that the whole thing, Dennis with a bow, was just too much. Okay, she was like, it's for a TV and it's too fake and it's too much and I can't deal with it no more. Okay, Eva on Nene. Okay, Eva on Nene. She basically said that, you know, she's gonna let bygones be bygones with Nene because of the global pandemic. Okay, the coronavirus is a life-threatening virus. Okay, even though the fatality rate is low, and you know, most people who get the virus do recover from it, it is something that does kill people. Okay, let's not forget that. And because we are facing this pandemic, she's just not, you know, wanting to be in a negative space with anyone. Okay, Eva said, I don't want the negativity. Okay, honey, I don't want the beef. I don't want none of that. And so with Nene, she's letting it, you know, be a clean, fresh slate. So yeah, that's basically all Eva had to say. If I missed anything interesting, definitely let me know in the comments down below. Shout out to Candy for getting us to speak on it, because we really wanted the tea from Ms. Eva, even though we really didn't get that much new information, but shout out to Candy anyways. Okay, so let's move on to Miss Cynthia Bailey. So she was talking to the blog / magazine Refinery 29 and had some choice words for the bloggers and the fans who are out here calling her boring and saying that she should be fired. Now, before I read her statement, I just want to let you guys know that I am one of those people, okay, that she's talking about. I'm one of those people that think Cynthia is boring. Well, I'll backtrack. Okay, let me backpedal like Kenya. I don't think Cynthia is boring, but I feel like Cynthia does not pull her weight when it comes to this show. I feel like the only thing that keeps Cynthia on this show is the fact that Nene and Kenya consistently pull at her friendship and compete for her friendship, okay? As if Cynthia is like the greatest friend of all time, which I will admit Cynthia is a pretty good friend. With that being said, she went to Refinery 29 and she said, everybody is entitled to their own opinion, but if you're for uplifting the culture, then you need to be for uplifting the culture. She said, if you are, you can't say that someone who's trying to represent black women in a positive light is boring. That's very reckless of you to think if you stand on our side. Okay, she said, I have a responsibility to the culture to be a positive representation of what we look like. I can only do me, and I'm always going to be accountable for what I do on the show. I believe that we can make an entertaining show that's not negative. It's really hurtful when your own people are the ones saying that you're boring because you don't want to turn up and act a fool just for the sake of being a fool, okay? Drops the bombs. Okay, we actually get to see in this interview that Cynthia has a backbone. Okay, Cynthia has a backbone. Okay, now Cynthia, let me get you together real quick because I disagree with almost every word that you uttered in that interview. That to me literally makes no sense. Okay, first off, Cynthia, let me get you together right quick. You are not a saint, okay? And you have an alter ego to you, okay? You have Cynthia and then you have 50 Cent, okay? Just like Nene, you have Nene and then you have Nene. Just like Kenya, you have Kenya and then you have Ken. You have an alter ego, her name is 50 Cent, and let's not forget that you kicked Porsha on that boat. Okay, let's not forget how you called Porsha all types of dumb and airheaded and blondes. Okay, let's not forget all the nasty things you said about Nene when you were no longer Nene's friend time and time and time again. Okay, let's not forget how you tried to tear down another black woman on the show, tried to tear down her marriage, Phaedra. Okay, remember when you was hollering, win a case? All right, Miss Cynthia. Cynthia, stop trying to act like a saint. Okay, stop trying to act like your track record on this show is crystal clear, cause it ain't. Okay, I feel like the only person that has a clean slate on this show that has almost never done anything, you know, too salacious is, what's her name? Tanya. Okay, she the only one. Everybody else, your hands are dirty. You have blood on your hands. She's basically saying that if you call her boring, then you're not for uplifting the black culture. And that's just not true. Girl, if you're boring, you're boring. It don't have nothing to do with you being black, white, purple, or clear. Okay? honey, you're boring. That has nothing to do with color. And I will say that Cynthia is, I'll give her props, she is one of the more classier, positive representations on the show. I will give her that. But at the same time, you can't tell me that I don't uplift black people and black women because I think you're boring. Because at the end of the day, this is a television show and we want to be entertained. It is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. And I felt like, girl, you cannot just throw the fans under the bus like that. Okay, Miss Cynthia. So I just didn't agree with Cynthia right there. She lost a bunch of points in my books for that, but shout out to her for actually, saying something of significance, because if we really want to get into it, like prime example, the last reunion, season 12 virtual reunion, Cynthia was on mute the whole time. She did not have nothing to say. The only thing she said out of the 3 parts in that whole reunion was, well, I kind of believe Ivana right now because Nene's not here. That's all you had to say, girl. That's all you had to say. And if it wasn't for Nene and Ivana making up that fake Snakegate situation up, you would have had nothing, Cynthia, nothing to talk about this season. You would have had nothing. So Snakegate was really Cynthia's saving grace. That was your storyline, girl. Let's not get it twisted, okay? Let's not do that, okay? Last but not least, I want to talk about Miss Latoya Ali. Of course, it is rumored that she's going to be on the season 13 of Real Housewives. And I don't know, this came from a Housewives page. It's called Atlanta_Housewives. And their caption says, one of our loyal followers gave us some tea on Newbie Latoya forever and why she moved to Atlanta from Toronto. This is really interesting. I'm going to read this and then I want to know what you guys think. So the fan wrote into the Instagram page and they said, be careful. All I'm saying is when it comes to the Alis, be careful. I was a faithful Latoya's Life watcher. That's what her YouTube channel was called originally. Everybody used to be tuned in to their episodes like the first season of Empire. Okay, I know that's right. Y'all remember when Empire first came out? That's all anybody was ever talking about was Empire. Okay, so apparently everybody was tuned in to Latoya's YouTube channel like Empire, child. They said they kept the drama hot. Okay, probably too hot. Latoya lost several best friends, her stylists, her family members over lies, being manipulative, and her jealousy. All right. Eventually, she lost followers and her channel no longer was a must watch anymore. Okay. It became a disappointment and she had to rebrand herself. Okay. The move to Atlanta from Toronto, I guess, was a part of her rebranding. She said, why? Well, she basically had isolated so many people that she didn't have any material for her channel. So I would not be surprised if this was a stunt, I guess, being on Housewives, if this was a stunt as well. Also, I think they have rescinded their divorce. I believe that means that they're not getting a divorce. If you rescind something, you're taking it back, you're canceling it. So Latoya may or may not be getting a divorce now. Okay, the fan goes on to say, also with the current drama with Nene and Latoya's aunt, I'm believing Latoya only for the simple fact that Latoya is a handful and her aunt is as good as they come. Like I said earlier, Latoya kept mess going on her channel, but it was her aunt that tried to keep her honest and accountable. She does not play and is highly respected in Toronto. She would never do what she's being accused of at all. All right. So this is a fan who has followed Latoya Ali's life on YouTube very closely. She says that the aunt is very respected in Toronto. She keeps Latoya in check and she does not see, Latoya's aunt doing the most and stalking Nene and stealing clothes at QVC. All right. So with that being said, y'all, that's some interesting tea. I feel like if we are going to have her on the show, we need to vet her. Okay. We need to know what's going on in Miss Latoya Ali's life. And I think it's quite interesting. All right, so that is all that I really had to talk about today. I'm gonna wrap it up right here. I want to know what you guys think about everything we talked about. Are we excited to see Eva appear on season 13? How are we feeling about Miss Cynthia Bailey calling us out and saying that we don't support the black community because we think her ass is boring? Girl, miss me with that. All right. And then Latoya Ali, are we excited? Are we not excited? Do y'all want her to be on the show? Let me know. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. I will be with you guys tomorrow with a new video. Maybe, I don't know, child, because I'm going out of town, so I don't know if I'm gonna have a video up until Saturday. I'm all over the place, but you guys will see a video when you guys see a video. All right. Love you guys, and don't forget to create a great day. Bye.